Five, four. I don't know how many times I'm just saying things. Are we on?
We're on.
I think we're on. We're on. How is everyone doing today? And welcome back to Academia Porta, Chronicles of Porta, Temporea. I will get that name one of these days. Hope everyone is doing well. I wish I could turn my camera to show you outside. The sky is looking like a volcano erupted. I don't know how to describe it in the proper D&D terms.
The abyss.
Yeah,
one of the nine hells.
It is looking like the abyss or the level 4 of the 9 hells.
Spell plague.
The spell plague was blue. All of the effects from the spell plague were blue for some reason.
Gray is kind of blue.
But everything is orange and putrid yellow here right now. It's freaking horrible.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Oh, so it's Blade Runner style.
It's totally Blade Runner.
There we go.
Blade Runner.
And so we're going to avoid some Blade Runner with some nice, simple and clean Porta Temporea storytelling.
Escapism for the win.
So we're going to jump in, not where we left last time, but with Astrid, who had been at home reading her White Mages for Dummies book, and upon finishing, attempted to follow her compatriots and was slightly slowed down by Peter, who was talking to her about various things, all of which were super important, although none of which were super important to Astrid.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart.
He is a kind and gentle soul.
He is.
So you make your way, following, knowing where they went. You don't see them anymore, but you know they were going back to Rachel, the Black Mage's classroom. And as you walk in, the classroom is empty. No one is there, but there is a door on the opposite wall that is slightly open.
Well, clearly I go through the door.
So you go through the door, and unlike the modern architecture that the school is made out of, this is very much a cave. And the great thing about caves is that you can hear things very far away, and you hear what sounds to be screams, both of anger and torture.
Fantastic. I'm just gonna stealthily. I'm gonna follow as quick as I can, but as quietly as I can.
I'm going to roll a stealth check for you to let's see how stealthily you can actually follow them. So it's hard running stealthily, but you're doing your gosh darndest to do it. We're going to switch over as Morn kicks in the door, looks around and sees Rachel you should have knocked. Welcome. Are you ready for your special lesson?
And just to verify, Rachel is the Black Mage teacher, right? Or professor?
Yes.
Okay.
Professor, yeah. She seems shocked, not caught unaware, but just I didn't think you'd be here or kick in my door.
Oh, is this another field trip?
No,
I've learned that field trips are not always to fields.
she kind of like thinks about like the proper way to respond. It's like, you're right. Field trips aren't always in fields. I mean, I guess you could consider this a field trip.
Excellent. What are we learning today? And what's this over here? And I'll start like touching things.
She doesn't seem very put off. She's like, oh, this is my office. This is where I do most of my like alchemical concoctions. I need all of you. I will roll for Morn to make a charisma check. Just a straight up charisma check.
Charisma.
Ooh, Trogheim.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Super charismatic.
As she's explaining things to you, you hear one of the victims. I mean, one of the people locked up yelling, "Please help me! You gotta get me out of here!"
Okay. So how many people are there besides Rachel?
So besides Rachel, there are 3 bodies. One of them can definitely talk because he said, "Please help me, get me out of here." One of them has not moved since you've gotten in, and one of them is moving,
Oh.
but very slowly.
Okay. And Adela, the upside of having your cat talking in the background is one of these people might be those cat. There's like 2 cat races, right?
Oh yeah,
So that maybe that's the cry, the moan for help.
ambiance.
Yeah, right.
Let's not have the rooms.
As
Sorry,
as Uo Zonkan would say, it was foretold.
It was indeed foreseen.
Yeah, foreseen.
Foreseen.
Okay, so I'll just kind of glance at those people, and then I'll look at Rachel and my fellow students quizzically.
Rachel doesn't stop explaining. She's like, "Oh, and this is like where I make potions. I'm not an expert." And she's just like going through each like specific thing. Not really bothered by the yelling.
I mean, she knows what she's doing, so
Within like 5 minutes of her explanation, Astrid. By the way, did you bring Celine with you?
I did bring Celine with me, I thought.
Okay, so Astrid and Celine kind of sidle up to the door. Are you gonna like walk in? Are you gonna like just kind of peek through?
Do I know what's going on behind the door, or is it just screams?
So you know your friends went to meet with Rachel to get like special lessons. Uwa was talking about destroying a star or something. You know that when you got in, there were angry screams and pain screams.
All right. I'm going to peek in very quietly, as quiet as I can, and see if it's safe first.
So you see Rachel holding up this weird like beaker of some sort and pointing at a red liquid inside and kind of like talking about it and like asking like, do you all have questions? You see your friends kind of paying attention to her.
Okay, then I'm gonna fling open the door and be like, knock, knock, hello!
Astrid!
I'm gonna run right over to Trogheim.
And Trogheim
Like-
picks you up and like squeezes you.
Moore will strategically place as many people in between himself and you.
Fair. That's fair. I'm gonna get out of Trogheim's grip and kind of head over to Morn a little bit and nudge with my elbow and a wink.
And after she goes through like most of her like tools, like mostly alchemical in nature, some that are just like different like focuses or foci. I think that's plural.
Yeah.
Different foci for like different types of magic. Some of the like books she has, like one that's like just pure on like rituals. She turns to Uo and is like, "So Uo, you want to learn how to destroy a star?"
That is correct.
By the way, Uo, I'm going to need you to make a perception check because as you're talking to her, there is someone who is just constantly yelling. Why won't
would
you
a
help me?
Would a
Please
passive
help.
21 work?
24? Yeah. Okay.
Well, a passive 21 passive.
Oh yeah, no, that is fine. So
He is observant.
she explains to you that black mages have a slightly bad rap. People see them as these destructive monsters who only care about causing explosions, which is not true. She's actually not even really good at the explosions part of like black. I mean, she can toss a fireball, but like there are many people who can cause more explosions than she can. However, if you want to destroy a star, you really don't need an explosion to do so. I mean, most stars are constantly exploding, so how would you destroy an explosion with an explosion? In fact, what you need is to harness a different power.
Uo is writing down notes furiously.
What is everyone else doing while this, we'll say, seminar is going on? Because it's very like one-on-one focused.
Astrid's gonna walk around and check out everyone else's notes, whether they let her or not.
Okay.
And you notice that Trogheim started off taking some pretty like various notes and everything, like but her eyes have kind of glazed over at this point because obviously this is not her thing.
All
and she's
this
kind of
magic
like headed
nonsense.
over to the guy who's screaming in his cage and is staring at him, and she reaches out and just like tugs on the door. I'm assuming it's locked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, hold up. No, it's not locked.
It's not locked. She'll open the door.
So he like books it. And Uo, as you're talking, you see her raise a hand. And then Trogheim and Astrid, I assume, the guy like runs into what wasn't there before, but it's definitely there now, an invisible wall.
Is he quiet now?
No, he is kind of frantic and like trying to like push himself through the wall and
Gotcha.
looking for like spaces between the wall, looking for ways out. She's just talking with Uo.
So Trogheim will like glare at him and be like, if you didn't want to be a part of this, then you shouldn't have signed up. I'm sure you signed the waiver. And she'll go and pick him up and like try and like help him move through the wall. Like
Give me a perception check, by the way. You're the closest to him.
12.
Oh. Over 10. That's good enough. So as you're like picking him up and like kind of like shoving him through, you notice his clothing, and it's very familiar.
Does it look like one of those other students?
That it does.
Yes. Thank you for removing that moral ambiguity from my decisions today. After realizing that, I will look at Rachel and say, "Excuse me, Professor, is this like a cross-university field trip you know what I mean, right?" Obviously, she ran out of words.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
Well, obviously, this person doesn't go here. They go to that other school.
And she like looks at him, and then you see this like realization, like, oh, he does. Fancy that. Then goes right back to talking to Uo.
Do I recognize this person? Was it one of the people who attacked us, or just random?
Do not recognize. Like, you recognize the clothing, but you do not recognize the person.
Rando Calricine. Gotcha. I'm just gonna set him down because Haven't had any good dealings with them, so if he can't find his way through the stupid invisible wall, it's not my problem.
So you see, he is begging you. You see, like turns around, like starts begging you, like, please, you have to help me. Like, I'll do anything. Just like I
Okay.
can't.
Okay, fine. Here, I'll give you the key, and I'll pull out the invisible key and hand it to him. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, you're gonna have to find it.
Instantly, just drops to the ground, like trying to feel for it.
And he'll go back and start taking notes. Or sorry, she'll go back and start taking notes again.
Back to Uo. You hear her start mentioning about this this energy that most arcane users tend to shy away from, partially because of its power, partially because it was once used by some shitty people to do shitty things. You know how this goes, but it is a tool like all magic, and if you want to destroy a star, your best bet is to get a better understanding of this magic.
Uo continues to write notes and draw magical diagrams, and is super engrossed.
And so she asks you, like, are you interested in like having a first-hand experience of this magic?
Of destroying a star?
I think you're a little inexperienced to destroy a star just yet. How about we start with something smaller?
He simply nods and awaits further instruction.
What spells do you have? Do you have any touch spells there, Uo?
Touch spells?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but it is possible.
Do a quick check.
Spare the dying, I believe is touch. Cure wounds.
But no like aggressive touch spells, correct?
Do you have inflict wounds?
No. He does not have inflict wounds, I do not believe. Let me just bounce over to their spell list real quick, because I don't think they got it.
I do not think Astrologia would have inflict wounds. However, she will go to her, like, what do you call that thing? Her library, and look through a few things. She'll hand you a book.
Okay.
And she'll say, I know you're not really used to this, but I need you to read this book and see if you can learn the spell inflict wounds.
As in like, the inverse of cure wounds?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He flips open the book and looks at the diagrams and magic circles and gestures that are prescribed in the book.
Give me an Arcana check with advantage because she is tutoring you. What are you two doing while this kind of tutoring is happening?
Astrid wants to find some other books because she is clearly on her next level now that she has completed a white mage for dummies. She's hungry for more knowledge.
Okay, so then
she's looking for other books.
I will roll an Arcana check for you. You will have disadvantage because this is not like she doesn't have like Black Mage for Dummies. She has like a treatise on immolation, how immolation. Yeah, some bullshit kind of. Yeah.
With much bigger words. It has much bigger
Yeah.
words than the dummies books.
Okay, so let me see that roll quickly. Okay, yeah. So after about like 30 minutes, you now know inflict wounds as a spell.
Oh, that is dangerous. I love it.
Astrid, I am rolling your Arcana check right now. These are really big words in this book.
There's lots of scratching the forehead and like rereading happening.
Mm-hmm. So this is what's going to happen. She directs you towards the still scrambling for a key person.
Oh no.
Waves her
Uh-huh.
hand, and all of a sudden he stops moving.
Oh, excellent.
Then she puts her right hand on your back and says, in order to like really learn this magic, you need to feel this magic. So you're going to inflict wounds on this man while I inflict wounds on you and draw his essence through you to me.
Oh.
All right.
Uo is super fascinated by this this idea. Let's see here. Let's see. It's 3d10 necrotic, is it? All right. So, creature's held.
Yep, so you have advantage.
Oh, okay. So it'd be what is it, spell attack?
Mm-hmm.
Spell. And I should print advantage, which would be well, it didn't show me advantage, but it's a 24 to hit. I assume that hits.
Yep.
This poor guy
Okay.
doesn't have a name.
And I'm going to roll 3d10. Like so. When he's held, is he paralyzed?
Yep.
Would this be doubled?
Yep.
All
It
right.
is a melee attack.
60-10. Boom, 33.
And so for the first time you feel this like energy as you like put your hand and you kind of like ease into his back. You all watch as his hand starts to glow this like blackish purplish hue. And then you hear a scream, but it doesn't last for long as like his back almost kind of disintegrates.
Oh.
Uo, how many hit points do you have, Uo?
Uo has 23.
You don't feel anything until you feel the same energy like happening on your back as she is inflicting wounds on you. She does mention something like, I'm going to do my best to do it at the lowest level. It's been a while since I've cast a level 1 spell. Unfortunately, she is not successful in doing so. You take 24 necrotic damage as his essence is transferred through you into her. You all see that she seems a little like more younger, more vibrant as she like sucks the essence of this what once was the person.
Right.
Uo was unconscious.
So I've been busy doodling Uo, like touching a star and making it explode. So a lot of this has gone beyond her cognition.
Yeah.
However, when Uo hits the ground, I will stop and like look at them, and then like look at what's left of the person, and I'm assuming Uo is still in one piece.
Yeah.
And then look at the professor, kind of like, and
she's like, I thought this might happen. Level 1 spells. And so she pulls out a healing potion that she made. You heal for 10.
Perfect.
Oh.
Uo kind of his eyes open. He takes a big deep breath. This is the first time he's really kind of delved that deeply into the darkness. and he sits up and jots something down like furiously into his notebook. And then kind of slowly tries to bring himself to his feet, a little wobbly, but he gets up.
And you do know that darkness that surrounds the stars, that seems to be the same type of energy that passed through you before you went unconscious.
Yeah, he'll make note of that.
And she'll look at you like apologetically, like I'm so sorry. I thought I could hold it back, but I think I didn't hold back enough. I'll do better next time.
He shakes his head and waves a hand and says, "No, it was not my time. There's nothing to apologize for. It wasn't my time."
Let's see. Well, I'm glad you feel that way.
Tarkheim walks up next to Uo and like slaps him on the back, and she's like, "Some real hands-on learning today, huh? Huh?
Yes.
Yes. She looks at you like, well, I think that's all we should do for today. I don't think your body could handle much more. But we have another class next week, and so like we will continue to grow.
Astrid is going to ask if there's a dictionary to go with the book that she was given to read.
So she looks over and is like, of course there is. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on holding back that I neglected my other students. And she pulls out this, what looks to be like 2,000 to 3,000 page tome.
Astrid's excited.
And you look at it and you're still like, I need a dictionary for the dictionary.
But we'll happily take anything I can get.
Yeah, you can definitely borrow that. She doesn't need it. It is fairly heavy and not like it's not just made of pages. Like there is like metal in there somehow, and probably parts of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Astrid's excited.
So she's like, well, I think you all should call it a night and rest up. But be sure to let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk with you all soon.
Do I feel like we would have enough time? Sorry, go ahead. What?
Oh, no. I shall put this into practice. He's already imagining who he's going to try this on later.
No. Do I feel like we have enough time to make it to find Peter to go on his extra credit thing, or is that like?
So
we have to
Peter,
wait till tomorrow?
You know where to find him. He's at your house. Peter did mention yesterday that if you went to the Paladin, like Flaz, the Paladin trainer, because he spent so much time, he could probably get you to like do the extra credit as Flaz's assignment.
Right. I forgot about that. Thanks.
Yeah.
So that'll be tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I assume you all go home?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, Uo kind of looks like he could use a coffee.
Yeah. Uo is not...
Celine could use a coffee bean.
I mean, that's up to you.
All right, I'm going to give Celine the book to carry for me.
That book would squash Celine.
And give her a coffee bean.
Just tie it to her.
All right, con saving throw.
Oh no!
No, 15. That's okay. So
okay.
she's still like focused, but not as like out of control chaos as she was last time. She definitely cannot move that book. That book is easily 20 times her weight.
All right. I'll, just shake my head and say, Celine, we really got to work on some, weight training, and pick up the book and pat her on the head and give her kind of a hug and put her on my shoulder.
And so you make your way back. Nothing really happens on the way back. And you walk in the door, and I'm just going to roll a d4 for no reason. Peter is in Uo's bed with his legs over the edge.
Aw, Peter!
Oh, hey, how's it going? I guarded the homestead for you.
You're so noble. Thank you.
So what happened? Where were you? Did you need me?
I have learned how to reach between the stars and touch the void.
Oh, the void. Yeah, I can do that too.
Perhaps we could practice with one another.
Oh, no. That's the void is so strong, and I'm so advanced. I wouldn't want to hurt you. You're new to the void.
That is true. Rachel knocked him the fuck out.
And then he looks at you and is like, Did you withstand Rachel's attack?
I am still alive. It was not my time.
And he starts looking at your face and looking at you, and it's like, you look older.
I am older.
It's been at least several hours since we've seen you.
Interesting. Then this is joyous news. So are you all coming with me to my secret mission tomorrow? Because there's someone who I want you all to meet.
Heck yeah.
Well, wait, hold on. Do we have class tomorrow?
Yes. So out of game, you would have class tomorrow. You are right now going through the professors that you're interning with. Today was Rachel. Tomorrow was supposed to be the samurai trainer, but you can say that you want to go to the paladin trainer, Paladin Flaz, and Peter says that if you go to Flaz, he can pull some strings that you all can essentially do his secret mission as the assignment.
Do we have to get the professor's signature for that?
Yeah, but according to Peter, Flaz would be willing to do that.
Huh.
And Peter's never steered us wrong before. So.
Peter always has the best intentions.
Peter!
I will agree with that.
Yeah, that I can say for sure. Peter's intentions are always just top-notch. Morn will decide that he needs some time away from Peter and some time in the darkness. So Morn is going to commune with the darkness.
I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes just kind of flipping through my cards and do a general spread and ritually cast augury to determine whether or not this extra credit exercise is a good idea. Does it feel more dangerous than it is beneficial?
Just for my own edification, what specifically do you mean by beneficial?
Coming out with all of our body parts and not going into a further remedial class, not getting kicked out of the program.
Okay.
Because I think at this stage, while he's writing the the will of fate, of course, because that is Peter is here because it is predestined.
Mm-hmm.
Surely there's some way we can determine, because it was kind of beneficial the last time we went, but then we went into remedial class, which was bad, but then it was good because we got advanced. And
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's advanced remedial class.
yeah. So it was just trying to kind of just feeling through the ether just to see if this is going to put us into remedial class.
Gotcha. Okay. So you sit down and you have your spreads and you're like looking through the cards. The answer comes back, wheel.
He's satisfied with that, and leans back in his chair and smiles. He's pretty weak at the moment, but he looks over to Trogheim and over to Astrid, and points to the card spread, and just kind of flashes that cherubic smile.
All thumbs up, ready to go.
And Peter's like, yes, I knew I could. I mean, it's going to be a great learning experience for all of you.
Peter, you're the best.
Well, we better get to sleep. We still have to talk to Flash tomorrow morning to get the sign off, but I'm sure he'll say yes.
Trogheim
So
is very excited about this.
So
It's been a while since you've had like a Peter learning experience.
Right.
It's true.
And
so I'm gonna.
because Peter's there, I'm not telling Uso
Mm-hmm.
about training with Flaz, and I feel like that's a win. For some reason, I'm just like, it's a win-win situation.
Gotcha. So then we're gonna say you all sleep. At some point, Morn comes back, pushes Peter off his bed, and Peter just sleeps on the floor.
I'm gonna toss my pillow down to Peter. Hope this helps.
He just kind of like grabs it and snuggles up and goes back to sleep. Uwo, throughout the
Yes.
night, you tend to have dreams, but this is a very different dream than you've ever had before. There are no stars. It is only the darkness. But like in this darkness, in this void, you can still see what's going on. You have a better understanding of the void and now have access to the soul siphon ability from the black mage.
Ooh.
As a free action, you can, or once a day, you can change the type of any spell to necrotic damage. If you deal damage this way, you recover hit points equal to 1d6 plus your charisma modifier. And that die increases.
Ooh.
That's pretty
I'll
rocking.
pull it up, and I'm all about changing some stuff to necromancy. That sounds great. Yeah, he'll have gone to bed with the star card and the void card underneath his pillow to further meditate in his dreams on this relationship between the void and the stars.
Is this something you do like that we notice, or is it something you do?
Like his sleeping with his cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty. I mean he's pretty deliberate with most of the things he does.
Okay.
He doesn't really hide anything. He doesn't really say much about what he's doing, but he doesn't go out of his way to be stealthy about it.
So in the morning, I'm going to bring up with Astrid, and this will be something that I actively watch out for. So you tell me if I see it. I want to try and find plush cards so that he can snuggle with them.
We might have to make them. We might have to actually make them.
You haven't actually seen them. You found like giant toy cards for
Right.
like at like toy stores. However, for you to get plush cards, you would have to go to like a seamstress or some like a conjurer of some sort. There are people who just like, I'll conjure whatever you want. Do you want a barbecued can of duster spray? I'll do that.
I mean, all we need is a blanket and some glue. Cut up the blanket and glue it to each card. That'd be great.
At 6 in the
Peter
morning.
can make that.
At 6 in the morning, there is the smell of coffee as Peter has thermoses of his good coffee, and he hands them out to all of you.
Oh,
Peter is the best.
Morin is like, yeah, I'm not doing this, and go somewhere else.
Fair enough.
And then Peter gives Morin's mug of coffee to whoever wants it. And it's like, well, let's go see Flaz. Who's excited? Are you excited? Yeah, you're excited. Yeah. So just to skip ahead, unless there's something someone wants to do in the morning.
I mean, drink the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you drink your coffee and then you go to class. At some point, you realize it's like 6:30 and class doesn't start until 9, and you just kind of wait outside. Peter never loses that like enthusiasm for 2.5 hours. And eventually you enter the class where there is this kind of scruffy man who like has like jackets of a paladin or someone in the military, but usually people who wear that is like very like, tight and like together and the shirt tucked in. That's not what he looks like. He has the shirt, like he made the effort to tuck in like a piece of it, and I was like, that's enough. That counts.
Well, I already like him better than Duchambeau, so.
And he's like, Peter, what are you doing here again? I thought you graduated. And Peter's like, no, I did. I'm here. You see, sir, I'm on a super special mission. Bullshit, Peter. You're not on a special mission. No, I am, and I was hoping you would let me take your students to give them the experience of a real mission. And Flaz looks you all and is like, you wanna go with old Peter here?
Of course.
Yeah, Peter's the best.
It has been foreseen.
Well, let me ask you a question. And he stands up, almost like straight, like at attention. Like, why did you ask to meet with me? What do you think I can teach you?
Why did I ask? Okay, so we know this guy, and I'm gonna kind of like be gauging how he reacts as I talk.
Okay, I'll do like a on the run thing.
Yeah. He's also a paladin. He might be a student of yours. He's really a fuckhead, and we might need to know and understand how he does his paladin-y stuff.
Oh, okay. I can teach you that in 5 minutes. Yeah.
Ah, sweet.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll teach you that in 5 minutes, and then you're I'll sign the thing, and you're free to go wherever you want.
Yes.
So he talks not at length. He's like, "Oh, paladin, they they have some power, and then sometimes when they hit, like they use the power to hit harder."
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's really all it takes to be a paladin.
So technically, I'm a paladin.
Do you like sometimes hit harder?
I do.
Yeah. You should be in my class.
But I already know it.
You are, yeah, you're right. You're good. So yeah, give me the you don't have a he like looks through his thing and like takes out a receipt and like Blast. Here you go. You're good to go. I'm gonna go. If you need me, talk to Uso first, because you probably don't need me. Honestly, you're good. All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
And he leaves.
Interesting.
That was so fast.
That wasn't even
According-
5 minutes.
According to the professor, you are official paladins now.
Yes.
Wow.
Note of that.
Is there any good books that I can borrow from his office?
He is. So you're not in his office. You're in his classroom.
Okay.
Unlike other classrooms you've seen that have like even a small bookshelf somewhere, his is very bare minimum. Like he put in zero effort to decorate and or put informational material in there.
Gonna look around. Maybe he's got more books in his office.
Could be.
Ask later.
As the Peter's like, all right, we gotta go. We gotta get ready.
So what do we need, Peter?
So we gotta go to the store and we gotta buy some disguises. Ooh.
Oh.
What shall we disguise ourselves as?
I think we should disguise ourselves as people who are going into cold weather.
Are we going into cold weather?
Do we need
mean,
jackets?
We're not there yet. We're doing like one step at a time.
So we need to get jackets.
Yes, we do. Also, could you spot me on the jacket? I'll pay you back once we get paid for the secret.
That's a very good question.
It's
Do
very
we
good.
have any money?
Trogheim's like digging through her, coin pouch. How much do those cost?
Like 5 gold?
What else are we gonna need?
That should be it. I mean, I have the climbing gear.
Oh, we're disguising ourselves as like cold climbers. That's awesome.
Yeah. So then people will be like, "Who are you?" And we'll be like, "We're cold climbers."
Yes.
That sounds exciting.
Uo has no money. Looking at his sheet here.
Astrid, is there any like pebbles or rocks around, or are we still in the classroom? Are we
Still, I mean,
outside yet?
still in the classroom. Like I assume, like as you're having the conversation, you'd be walking. So at some point, you come across like rocks or
I'm
something.
gonna grab a handful of rocks and pebbles and cast what I totally forget and turn them to gold bits for us to buy things with.
Okay. That spell lasts, what is it, 10 minutes? It's a cantrip,
we
right?
gotta buy things fast.
Yep.
Are we close by where we need to?
If it's a cantrip, you can just easily cast it again when you're outside.
Okay. It is a cantrip.
Then yeah,
So
you are.
I'll grab pebbles and I'll put them in my pocket for later when we're ready.
Gotcha.
Hopefully that helps.
So Peter directs you to a local like outfitter store. And he looks at these like massive like jackets with like the hoods and like the fur on the outside. And he's like, we can save money because Uo doesn't really need a full jacket. We can like get him a half a jacket.
Well, that's true.
Oh my god.
And he like starts picking up things that are not what he told you about. Like he's like picking up like jerky, and he's picking up like boots, and he takes it to the guy, and the cashier. And the cashier's like, that'll be 32 gold. And he immediately looks back like, my students will pay for me.
All right, Astrid's gonna like hunker down a little bit and change her pebbles into gold, and also try and like tuck her ears under her so they don't totally know or recognize her. and then bring it up and pay the man while at the same time I'm pushing everybody away to just get the stuff and get out.
Okay. So
Trihead's
then,
trying to figure out how to make her
I'm
coins
gonna,
add
I'm
up
gonna
to be 32.
like I'm gonna tap Trogheim and say we need to get out of here fast.
Oh,
so
okay.
then what we will do is I'll roll for you a deception check.
What could go wrong?
A 5 could
What
go
in-
wrong. So the thing with that spell, right, is that it changes the appearance, but not the shape. So when the cashier grabbed it, it didn't feel like gold coin. It felt like rocks. And when Peter sees the look of realization on the cashier's face, he just yells, "Run!" and like
What?
pushes over a
Ah!
bookshelf and just like books it.
I'm running after Peter.
Yeah, I'm running after you. Yep.
Well,
Running after you're trying to get out of there as fast as you can.
I assume you're following.
I mean, I've never engaged in shop and run before. I'm conflicted. But because they are running, I think I must also run.
Gotcha. So Peter books it all the way to a the teleportation circle and starts filling with the things. And like assuming you all follow him into it.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
So then the second Uo makes it in, he casts a spell, and you are all teleported into the frigid snow. Jeremy, if you would switch to the fun map.
Sure.
Oh, the fun nap.
Oh,
Rock.
except for you're not Morn. Sorry. Hang on.
And
Whoa. It's so frosty.
it is pretty chilly. You are in a ravine that is like slowly heading up. Looks like a path to, if not the top of the mountain, at least a higher altitude. And Peter immediately starts putting on various things that he bought. And by him buying, I mean, how do you steal? He's like,
Yeah.
wow. You know, I don't condone stealing from people, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Well, that's a well done for Peter.
Wait, stealing? What? I thought there was something chasing us. What happened?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, there was something chasing us, so we had to leave, and it's possible we didn't pay the full thing because we had to leave so fast.
Oh.
We'll pay them back when we get back.
Well, yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, we definitely should do that.
Yeah. Well, all right. Put on your jackets.
I'll put mine on. It's a little bit oversized, though.
Yeah.
It's a bit large on me.
And then he starts leading you all up the mountain. I believe Uo has the highest passive perception, correct?
21.
Yes. Within 5 minutes of walking, you hear this very faint tee-hee.
T-E?
TV.
Tee-hee.
And it's not me.
Some of them were you, but this one seems different.
How close is it?
Give me a perception check.
I will give you a perception check. Perceiving. Let's scroll up here real quick. And a click.
It is within 30 feet.
Uo will stop and muse on this teehee for a second, and look back over at. Is Saloon with us?
Celine. Yes, Celine should definitely be with you all.
Has Celine ever made a teehee sound?
No, Celine has never made a teehee sound.
And I don't think Astra's ever said teehee. I mean, try
Nope.
different sort of like deep teehee. I don't think I've ever heard Peter say teehee before, so it's just by elimination. It's not them. Can I see if I can try and pinpoint where it came from?
Give me another perception check.
I will do that with perception.
It's hard to tell. Like, most of the time you feel like it's coming from your left, but every once in a while you feel like it's coming from behind you.
I will issue forth a general greeting in as is traditional in the tribe from which I come, which is highly cinematic and full of drama, pomp, and circumstance. There might be some parading involved.
And so as you're doing your traditional greeting, something appears in front of you.
Like how in front of me?
If I could get this thing to work, hold on. Here we go.
Oh, hello.
And it looks at you and says, "Hi, how are you?"
Greetings. I am Uo Zankan. You might have not heard of me. I'm new here. These are my compatriots. We're traveling through here.
Where are you going?
I will usher Peter forward as he needs to now take the role of the supreme speaker.
And Peter's like, yes, we are. There is a village about 2 hours ahead that we're. Actually, wait, no, that's not what Peter says. So Peter asks, "Do you know where Astoria Village is? Because we were supposed to be there, and we're not right now." And the fairy's like, "Oh yeah, you're 2 hours away. I can lead you there if you'd like."
What a nice fairy.
And Peter looks around and is like, yes, lead us. Celine's with you, right?
Yeah, Celine's with us.
I'm going to roll a thing for Celine.
I feel like Celine should have something to say about this.
So Celine is who has that extra like thermos of coffee?
Probably Trigum.
I mean, I wouldn't say she doesn't.
So then Celine is like trying to climb on Trogheim.
Hi.
Coffee.
Hi.
And she's like a cat who hasn't seen you for a while, like is very much like just on your feet.
I like your bunny, but it's making me uncomfortable. I'm not used to it doing this. Why is it doing this?
Don't worry, just snuggle with her a little. She just missed you.
Oh.
And maybe give her some coffee.
I'll pick her
Maybe
up
she
and
needs a little coffee.
squeeze her.
Where's the coffee thermos?
I'm assuming in my bag.
Okay, so then when you pick her up, she's like trying to get to your bag.
Oh, do you want some coffee? Okay, I'll give you some coffee. And I'll pull out the coffee and pour some out for her.
That would be a second con saving throw. Because she was so concerned with the coffee, she doesn't even notice the warm thief here. But yeah, she's like getting used to the coffee.
Okay.
So
The more she has.
the better she's doing, apparently. So as you walk, this warm thief has decided that she will escort you to Astoria. I need all of you, by the way, to make history checks.
History.
I'm gonna try it. See if it goes through.
Neither Trogheim nor Uo have ever heard of Astoria. Astrid, you've definitely heard of Astoria. Astoria is the town that is known for magical artifacts and also free potions and free legendary weapons. It's like a mythical town, super hidden.
Ooh.
Only the chosen find it.
All right. That's exciting. We need to get there.
And the worm thief is like escorting you there as best she can, telling you like where to watch out, where the snow is like weak, telling you like not to walk on the lake. At some point, about like 30 minutes in, she's like, "I really like you guys. Do you want to be friends?"
Heck yeah. You've been really helpful. I'm okay with that.
Great. Then how about we like hang out here today, and tomorrow I could take you to Astoria.
Well, it's like really cold here.
Oh, I can fix that.
I'm gonna glance at Peter. Are we in a hurry or?
I mean, they are expecting us today.
Oh. Well, then we shouldn't stay here.
Yeah, we should try and get all the way there.
But I thought we were gonna be friends.
What if afterwards, then we hang out together? We could like build fires and like have a camp thing and
Did you say fires?
Yeah, and then we can get those crackers that have like the mushy white stuff, and then you melt chocolate and eat them. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm trying to see how upset she is.
All the upset.
She's able to resist flying into a rage, but she's like, I don't want you to be my friend.
What? Why?
Oh.
Does anybody else want to be my friend and not want fires?
That's not very nice.
I'm gonna. We're all your friends. We just have to get there. We have to get where we're going. Maybe afterwards we can do something cool.
No, but why can't we be friends now and then you get there later? They're not more important than me, are they?
Of course not. But we made a promise, and we can't go back on our promise that we'd be there today.
I can get you there today.
Okay.
What if we just hang out for 2 hours?
I think we need to get there as soon as possible. But then, can we hang out once we get into town? Can you show us around and like we could do something fun with you? Because we're new. You know all the things.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage because of the fire comment. 10. So she looks at you, and then she looks at Trogheim. I was like, "It's all your fault. We were gonna be friends, and then you ruined it."
What? I'm just trying to
Trogheim,
stay warm.
what is your AC?
Currently 15.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh!
that'll definitely hit. Wow!
Wow.
No.
Trogheim, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
22.
I think that's initiative.
Oh dear.
Oh dear god.
Trogheim was completely not expecting that.
It's more
Oh wait, and of course, Peter.
Yeah, Peter to save the day.
All right, Uo, you are first as you watch this worm thief almost seemingly disappear, and then reappear right by Trogheim and just slash at him, at her.
Oh, that is not cool.
Actually, it was very cool. It's very cold.
Let's see here. We're just gonna go ahead and start with an oldie but a goodie. He's gonna pull his cards out and draw the moon, and sky's close up on the sky. The moon comes down, it opens his eye, the whole beaming thing goes on, and it's gonna be a moonbeam right on that worm thief.
Pew.
Pew.
What
So,
saving throw is that, by the way?
moonbeam, I believe. Moonbeam. It's a cylinder, 5-foot radius. It is a con save, please.
18.
18, so you'll take half, which will be half of 2d10, like this, and like this. Kaboom! So they'll take 5. And geez, that's my, what is that, action, I believe, for Moonbeam, for the beam
Yeah.
of the moon? Yes, it was. Let's see here. I'm going to move over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And I'll do that.
As
Hang
you
on
run,
there.
I'm like, no, remember your lessons.
Peter, not really sure what's going on, is going to see if he can get his bow out in time. He will, and he's going to fire an arrow at the worm thief. Ooh. But he does in fact miss. And it's like, wait, am I supposed to hit her?
25 degrees northwest.
Which way? I mean, yeah, I knew that. Let's see. I need you to make me a con saving throw there, Trogheim.
I'm sorry, what kind?
Con.
Pew. 21.
Ooh, I believe that is 0 damages. As like, it was already cold, but like, being near her is super frigid.
No
And
fun.
she is going to once again hack away at you.
Jeez.
She is hitting
Oh my
really
god.
hard.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Ouchie.
And I need you to make me another con save.
Only 9 that time.
You see this like smile on her face as she says, "Now we'll see who'll be my friend." And she flies this way.
Oh my
Do I
god.
get to take an opportunity attack?
Yep.
Oh, I would also like to get in on that.
I would like to get on that as well.
You are too far, sadly.
I am.
Oh, I gotta roll for Celine.
Yeah.
Boo.
9 slashing. As she runs where you like slash with her. Are you gonna do any of the bang bangies?
Yeah. Let's see. So she'll take an extra 8 fire.
8 fire.
Oh,
Interesting.
Wow.
Let me just check a thing quickly. Really? Well, I'm just gonna change that.
Really?
So we're going to say that. We're also going to have her roll a Constitution saving throw, as fire is over 40 degrees Fahrenheit. She looks a little tired.
Good.
Astrid, it is your turn.
Am I in range for Chaos Bolt?
You are in fact in range for Chaos Bolt.
I would like to bring some chaos to this whole crazy business that I do not understand. Throw out a Chaos Bolt.
So you get to choose between.
Let's see.
It is 8 between thunder and acid damage.
Let's do acid.
I didn't know it was going to be that kind of game. Ba-dum-bum.
So you throw acid on the poor warm thief.
Well, you know, we were just wanting to get to where we needed to go. She had to be all angry about it.
Right?
Was she angry, or was she like, you should be my friends in the way I want you to be my friends because that's how friends happen? Whoa!
No, she's too demanding. Too demanding.
Yeah, this would not be a healthy friendship.
My friend for liking s'mores. Not cool. Not cool at all.
Uwa's going to keep dancing around, whipping around his acrobatic bladed ribbon thing, while these cards spray wildly in the air, all of them referencing the moon. As this moonbeam sweeps across and nails the thief again for another con save. Consort!
Acid and cards.
Check.
Wow.
That was the
Okay.
check, so I'm negating that one. 12 on the con save, so that's full damage.
12 will fail, and it will take 6 points of radiant damage. And then he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. This is a great spot right there.
Wrong way,
and then
Uwo! Wrong way!
Peter is going to run up to Trogheim and like, are you okay?
I
Do
don't
you
feel
need
so
anything?
well.
Let me bandage you up, and Peter's gonna attempt to bandage you.
Bless your heart, Peter.
Peter does a great job of bandaging you. the problem is like the actual like slashing wound was not really that deep.
Right.
So, it's a nice thought, but
Yeah, if I start bleeding, the bandages will be there to catch it. So
yeah,
that's good.
like the second a drop of blood happens, you won't even have to worry about it. Peter's got your back. Celine is going to do what she always does.
Laser body.
Exhort.
Aww.
But it's hard. It's hard. Like it's such a small target, and Celine's used to bigger targets.
Wait, why is that Peter's roll?
I don't know why. I clicked on Celine.
Weird.
Let's do it again anyway. So click Celine. There we go. There we
Much
go.
better, Celine.
Ooh, 9 slashing. I guess
Wow.
technically 9 radiant.
Because while Trogheim totally thinks Peter can take care of this, out of character, I'm pretty sure Celine is better off than Peter at doing anything.
Celine saves the day.
That's right.
So now it is the turn of the Warm Thief, who will look at you, Trogheim, and then do one of those things where like you pull your eye down and you stick your tongue out.
Right?
And then she will go and will attempt to hide.
Wait, did she go twice?
No, she hasn't gone this round.
Because she moved away. She hit me again and moved away. Before I've done anything.
Oh, no, yeah, like the first round was not so much a surprise attack, but it was before initiative had started.
That totally makes sense. I'm just going to shut up now.
And then she is going to roll a 23.
Whoa.
Trogheim.
So I tried to not laugh at the face she made because it was funny, but I don't want to give her that like kind of satisfaction.
You also take 1 cold damage.
Okay. Do I need a perception to see where she is?
Yep.
Let's see. This will be amazing. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not
Not
23.
terrible. Yeah. She's like, like she has to be in that direction, but you can't pinpoint her to shoot her.
I'm going
to
to
pull
move
that
there
trigger.
so that I'm between her and everyone else as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hold up my gun blade and aim it around. And then if she appears, I will take a gunner shot at her.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Astrid. Trogheim is shivering way more than anyone else.
Oh no.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna. And so I still don't know where she's at. Have I been able to glean like where she is after Trogheim kind of scattered out?
You do a perception check. See if you can find her. Nope, she is small and well hidden.
Yeah. I'm gonna run up, and shoot. What I can do. Do I still have stones in my pocket?
Did you use all
earlier?
your stones to trick the poor cashier?
I mean, I would like to say no.
Yeah, you have a few stones left.
I've got some stones. I'd like to take the stones out of my pockets and turn them into fireballs and send them off, like just disperse them in different directions and see if that will get her to move or show herself.
You
And
you want to cast multiple fireballs?
Oh.
Well, they look like fireballs. They're not actually fireballs. But
Gotcha.
they
You
look
want
like
to trick her into thinking
Yeah.
fireballs? Okay. Give
Yeah.
me an Arcana check to see if you can successfully simulate the look
If I
of a
can do it.
fireball.
Okay. And I want to make sure I'm telling Celine to keep her eye out.
9. You don't know if it works, but you haven't seen anyone like jump away or move. Is that the end of your turn?
Well, does anyone need cure wounds?
Trondheim probably does.
If I can't find her, then I can't do anything with her. All right, while I'm heating up Trondheim.
Is there a dethaw spell?
Trondheim.
Yeah.
All right, it's the start of the next turn. She is nowhere to be seen. Do you want to maintain in initiative, or do you want to break from initiative?
I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna find this girl, this warp thief. Uo, of course, is surrounded by all these moon cards, and he's shining with lunar light. And he reaches out and grabs one to give himself guidance on his perception. He is going to see if he can find this warp thief.
Oh.
I'm going to hold on to the guidance. But yeah, 26.
You see her.
Sorry, go on.
You see her like flat on the snow, just like laying down, trying to avoid your perception.
I'm not going to make it obvious that I see her.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going. Well, let's see here. No, I don't want her to know that I know where she is.
Right.
So I'm going to maintain concentration on the moonbeam, and I'm going to just kind of watch her. I can't do anything with the moonbeam just yet, but as soon as I get a chance to zot her, or if she moves like to attack one of our own, and they don't, I'll just call out and say that she's coming for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but otherwise, I'm not gonna point it out just yet.
Okay. It is Peter's turn. Peter's now going to turn around and say, "How dare you, you gosh darn fairy! You do not attack my friends!" And then he'll turn to you all and be like, "Okay, it's fine. I scared her away. We can go now."
And Trigon's like, "We're your friends?"
Oh, I mean, my mentees. We can't be friends yet until you pass the final exam, but we're definitely going to be friends when you do.
You like us too much. We're your friends. It's okay.
Celine is also going to do a searching. Where is your perception, Celine? No. So Celine cannot find anyone. The Warm Thief. Just let me see how far. Okay. Uo, you see the Warm Thief like take off.
How far can I move this moonbeam? Hold on. 60 feet. Okay. Uo encourages everyone press towards the direction of the Warmth Thief.
Where is it?
He says, "It is this way. I will show you." The Warmth Thief, like looking like it's trying to book it out.
It is looking like it's running away.
Uo looks at Trogheim and says, "Remember your blue mage training."
Okay.
And then Uo's gonna, well, I will start making my way up in that direction shortly.
Trogheim, it is your turn. The Warmth Thief has been pointed out to you by Uo.
Okay.
What do you do?
Where is it?
Far to the northwest.
Oh, I'm gonna zoom out so those people watching can see it. Way up there. I am trying to figure out what in the heck Uo meant. I'm not sure how to become one with this here creature.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know. When I say I do know, I mean I need to look it up. That I can shoot it from here, and maybe that's what he means. So it is 80 feet. Sorry, I gotta go over and look at the other file. Oh, which I closed.
I got it open. Let me see. I assume you're looking for the distance that you can shoot your
gunner shot. Yeah.
I mean, it would have to work, right?
I want to say the range is 100 feet.
I'm just going to say for right now it is. And if it's not, next time we'll adjust.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, then I'm going to take a shooty shot. Pew! And get
That
a 20.
Does hit.
So
Nice.
The range is 60 feet.
Oh.
But it's already happened.
That's
you
why
hit this time.
That's why it does 2 whole thunder. Because it's just a at the end.
Let's see.
Actually, I could just do this. 10, 20, 30.
And then get it. Yeah.
Look. And it still does 2 damage.
Two thunder.
Okay.
She now knows that she is not hidden. Astrid.
Well, I'm going to fire Chaos Bolt again at her. And she should still be in range, right?
Pretty sure. Chaos Bolt has a pretty long range, like at least 120.
Yeah.
And you are.
So we're going to do that again. Just for funsies. And see what happens.
Let me see.
And
Yeah,
go
that
after
hits.
her. We just wanted to be friends.
Nice.
So
we just
you
had to get to a place.
You get to choose between fire and force damage.
Fire.
So she will take. Ooh, this is not good for her.
No, it'll be fine. That's what she gets for not liking s'mores.
Everybody likes s'mores. That's what she gets.
And she must also make a con saving throw. Fire. Okay, she passed it this time. Uwo, it is your turn.
All right. Can my moonbeam get to her?
Probably not at this point. Like, the moonbeam is over 60 feet away from her.
Okay, well, as an action, I will just go ahead and make a moving forward. Just kind of like that James Bond style laser that's moving in the
That's all I
direction
can
of
think of.
yeah. If it'll get you, James Bond. Uo is then going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 and shout to the Warm Thief, submit now in the name of Ifrit and give unto us your secrets.
Oh shit, is that what I was supposed to say?
Uo nods. Uo nods. He says, "Do you remember the lesson, right? You're supposed to either make them do it or you become one with them. I don't really know exactly how it works, but I think this is how you're supposed to do it."
What he said.
What's happening?
roll a persuasion check.
All right. I will use guidance on this one. Yeah, I still use guidance on it. Yep. Boom.
Okay.
20.
So she looks like, oh, you're friends of Ifrit? No wonder you all suck.
Yeah, that tracks.
You will submit and give us your thing.
The
Peter
technical word for it.
will look at you, Uo, and be like, who are you talking to? And that's Peter's turn. Celine will run up and do... No, Celine misses.
Oh, no.
I mean, she can't
Warm-
save us every time.
True, you guys start saving yourselves. The Warm Thief. Let me see. How much is that? Because I'm thinking it is time for her to... Yep, that's what's going to happen. So Trogheim, you're the closest to her. She looks
Yeah.
at you,
Uh-oh.
and then she starts flying upwards.
Okay.
And then she flies really upwards, almost 100 feet upwards.
Okay.
Oh.
That's her turn. Trogheim, it is your go.
All right, so I'm gonna move up some. 30. And I'm like holding my gun blade up, pointing, trying to find her. If I see her and she comes in range, I'm gonna blast her again.
She is out of range.
Yeah, so my held action is if she
You're
comes
just hold
back.
it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Astrid, what you got?
Well, I'm gonna move forward just a smidge over by Celine, and I don't think I can make it all the way to her, but I think I can go there, I think. And I'm gonna try and cast Chaos Bolt again, because she should still be within range,
I
even if
don't
she's up,
think
as
so
like the crow
anymore.
flies. You don't think so?
If she's... And we're about to get all, like, trigonometry on you. 80 feet and 80 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. I think she's out. I mean, it depends. I need to check what the range is of Chaos Bolt.
Should be 120. Unless
Is
it's
it 120?
Not. Unless it's not. I mean, checking never hurts.
It is 120.
Okay.
It's 120. Okay. I don't think that I have anything within the range, so I'm going to run up right and ask her what's this problem, and see if Celine will tell me anything about her, because she's a fairy and maybe they know more about each other than she's letting on.
Celine does know, but Celine doesn't communicate to you through words. And so if she wasn't so hopped up on caffeine, you would have known that Celine was like, did not like her. But Celine rolled a 1, and so she was just like, I need more coffee.
Uh-huh.
And so now the most you get is that Selena is like shooting just into the sky. Like, if I hit this thing, I'm gonna bring it down.
Can I do what is the hex? Oops, I didn't mean to press it, but I don't know what that does. The hex.
Hex allows you to do more damage to it, like an extra D6 necrotic, I think, and you get to choose I think, ability score that ability check that it has disadvantage on.
But she has to be within 90
I thought
feet.
there was something that I could
90,
give
yeah.
to somebody to make them more efficient.
No, that would be like a
next one,
bless or
but I guess I
something.
don't. Yeah. Okay. Nope. Then I guess that's my turn. Because she's out of range for everything I've got.
Uwo.
Uwo is going to reference his notebook from the previous lesson from the Blue Mage.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of flip through those as he idly moves the moonbeam to carve a magical sigil into the snow. It's just he's gonna just reference his notes this round.
Gotcha. Give me an Arcana check, just for funsies.
Arcana.
Okay. Peter is going to start walking in this direction because, as far as he's concerned, like, you are all like got the cold madness. Doesn't know what you all are doing. That's his turn. Celine will take another shot, but it is out of range, so it's disadvantage. That does miss. And the Warm Thief will, at this point, go another 80 feet up and be out of sight.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you fly away.
Peter walks up to you and is
That's
like,
it,
are you okay? Like, what are you talking to?
Oh, wow. Oh, I don't think that's supposed to look like that. I'm okay-ish.
Well, luckily, even though I misplaced the teleport, I think I know where we are now. I have enough of the lay of the land to get us to Astoria.
Sweet.
Sweet, let's do it.
Come on, let's go. You are all 90 minutes from Astoria. 10 minutes in, I need Trogheim to make a... Actually, not just roll a d6.
Oh.
3.
You take 3 cold damage as just like that claw that you took is chilling you to the bone. Is there anything you all would like to do? We can just go to Astoria. So if you would like to intervene, let me know. If not, we're going to go another 10 minutes in.
I mean, like, is it noticeable that
Yes,
Trogheim,
very.
like...
I mean, it's noticeable that she is much more cold than the rest of you. And it's like, not that it's not cold, but she is like violently shivering.
It's okay, I'll be fine. It's gotta walk it off.
I will investigate this weird coldness.
Give me a medicine or Arcana check.
Let's go with medicine. No, Arcana. Arcana.
Having been around this creature, and especially going through your notes, it's very fair that like this creature that you, John, know is the Warm Thief, is much more cold than the surrounding, and so it's possible that by coming in contact with it, Trogheim is literally just like freezing to death.
Yeah. So Uo is like going to, of course, be speculating on whether or not the invocation of Ifrit was a invalidation of the contract, and he's going to be like going through all of this magical theory with Tragheim as he's examining her wounds. It's also doubling down as just a means to see like how Tragheim's immediate consciousness is.
Are you stopping to do this, or are you doing this while you walk?
I think we should. I mean, if we're going to do a proper triage, we should probably do it like with a stop.
Gotcha.
Unless we should keep pressing forward. He looks to the rest of the group.
Peter
I
walks
think I
over.
could do another cure.
Peter walks over and is like, Trogheim is fine. Slaps her on the back.
Thank you.
Ow! You're so cold, Trogheim. Ah.
Trondheim is not fine, and I want to do a cure wound to see if I can help again.
Okay.
Being cold is fun.
Before I add it to my character sheet, does it happen?
It
does
does.
it work?
So you get the coin. You're like, I do feel. I feel better. So you are healed, but
Okay.
you are still cold.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So the magic doesn't seem to
No.
free Trogheim of this potential curse, perhaps, or
Yeah, she is still like freezing.
So cold.
Oh, just need to get inside. It'll be fine.
Peter's like, she is fine. If she's cold, we got to get her inside. We can't leave her in the snow. Come on, you can stand this, Trogheim. I did not make you my mentee for nothing.
See?
We will say this triage has taken 10 minutes. Jeremy, if you would,
Sure.
another D6.
Oh, wait. Wrong thing. Hang on. Whoop.
3 cold damage.
I'm looking something up to see if this actually will potentially help.
Mm-hmm.
Put
Nope.
my hands in my hands and blow on them. Do I know anything
Maybe I got
in the
another
things
can
that
for
I've
another
read?
Give me an Arcana check. Oh, perhaps you do. In the appendix to the White Mages for Dummies book, there was a small section that talks about wounds are things that basic healing does not treat. And one of the things was this creature called a warmth thief. These are small fae who are almost like cats or small children. They're very sociable, but they're also not alive anymore. And so they don't really understand that dying is bad, especially because when they kill you, you tend to come back as a creature of ice. Their wounds are closer to a curse in that you are just cold, and the cold will eat away at you until you warm up. So Astrid would pass that on to all of you, I assume. What
I
are
think
you?
Astrid might be frozen.
Yeah, she froze like halfway into the explanation, so I just kept going.
Excellent. The curse is spreading.
Okay, we're in a.
She's back.
Yeah.
Or not.
Not quite.
So Astrid, is there anything to do about it?
Astrid in that book would not have. The only thing she would have been able to pick out is that if you want to not die, you have to warm up.
Is there any like? Hang on. Is there any are we in a completely like snowy area, or is there like any trees around here?
No trees. You were like in the mountains, no trees around, just carving your way through to, if not the top, very close to the top.
Okay.
Would resistance help?
It would probably cut back on the cold damage. It wouldn't stop it though.
Would lesser restoration help?
Let us see. I don't think it actually would. No, would not.
Trogheim's fine with just trucking on and trying to get to somewhere she can warm up.
I mean, I could just feed Trogheim a bunch of. No, I don't have guidance, do I? No, I do not. Never mind. I can't do that anyway.
I do think for a moment about lighting myself on fire, then I'm like,
Might work.
That probably would work.
So are we gonna truck on, or are we gonna immolate?
Wait, hold on. I have an idea. Can I siphon the cold?
Your knowledge of the void is still weak. It is definitely a possibility, but it is much more likely that you won't get rid of it. You will just channel it to yourself.
But then
Also, you only know how to siphon through spells, and so you would actively have to attack her.
I'd have to attack her. But if I were to try and siphon the cold, could I convert it to necrotic, which would be easier to solve?
No. You wouldn't be able to convert the energies you bring into yourself into necrotic. You can only change the energy that you have within yourself to necrotic.
I mean, he'll be talking about all of this spell theory with Trogheim as he's working on a solution to the problem.
Trogheim's just trucking along.
Okay, so we'll say you make it another 10 minutes. You only have 70 minutes left. Roll a d6 for me.
All of us?
Nope, just Trogheim. 4 cold damage.
How's Trogheim looking?
Progressively
What's your
worse.
hit point total there, Trogheim?
43. I'm at 15.
15? Yeah. She was like violently cold, but now like the early signs of frostbite are starting to form.
The good thing is that I can't feel it because I'm just frozen.
Unless there is something else, we'll make it to an hour.
I will cast a Cure Wounds by drawing the card, the little matchstick girl, which seems appropriate, and we'll give you what is that? 8 points.
Nice.
Sorry,
Nice.
9 points 9 points of
Not 200.
celestial healing.
Excellent.
You make it to the hour mark left. Roll me another d6.
Do you want me to do all of the d6s?
I mean,
That we're
I haven't
missing?
been doing all the d6s because I don't know if you all want to like intervene at some point. So I've been doing one at a time. Unless no one plans on intervening. Yeah, you could do all the d6s and see if you make it.
I have tried to use spells in a sideways way, but I think Uo has exhausted his spell theory, so he is just going to throw a cure wounds every now and then just to keep Trogheim from like freezing completely.
Okay.
Gotcha.
How many cure wounds do you think you'll throw?
Well, I guess just roll individually, and then I'll toss in a cure
When it needs to happen.
when it needs to happen.
Yeah. So as you all walk, you all pay attention to Trogheim, and you toss out one whenever you think she's down. Peter's like, "Why are you wasting your spells? Like, it's fine. She's fine." Oh, look at that. With Peter's like encouragement, Trogheim just naturally staves off the cold.
Right? So when we get there, I have 6 hit points left.
Wow.
Oh, I will
Which
throw
could-
another cure wounds at you, and that'll be 6. You get 6 more.
Okay.
Is
Is that an inn?
that is an inn, but that's not where we're going.
I'm gonna
And
walk
he
towards
grabs
the
you
inn.
and like turns you to a barn.
Nope, going towards the inn.
No. Trust me. I want to go this way.
Going this way.
We're gonna have a strength check. You have disadvantage because you're like frozen.
That'd be a 13.
He rolled a natural 1.
So I'm just like dragging him behind me as I walk
Like,
towards
no,
the inn.
wait, no, hold on. There's something. There's a secret, a special surprise I have for you. Just go
Don't
this.
care. Open the
And so you go into the inn, and he's like, "Oh, well, you two want to see my surprise, don't you?"
Let's warm up first. I want to make sure Trogheim's okay.
Oh,
And like
my.
steer everybody towards the coast.
Trogheim should never be left alone on her own.
door. That's
And then he's
probably
like-
true.
And he's like, "Oh, fine. I'll go meet our contact myself." And he like breaks off. And before you two get in the inn, you hear, what would you hear? You hear Peter scream out in pain.
Oh, no.
And I think that's where we'll stop
That's
for
a
the
great
day.
place to stop.
So thank you all for playing.
Thanks for running.
What was it? Comments, complaints, concerns, and criteria, and yeah, all the C's.
Nothing here. Although I do have to say, I have a feeling Trogheim's view after she dethaws might be a little different on Peter. We'll see. We'll see.
I think Peter is who's kept you alive. All those ones.
That's
That
why I
was
said
being
maybe.
like-
Maybe.
Trogheim is fine. Well, then, if we don't have any of those things, let's just do the introductions, starting
Yay.
with the frozen owner of the channel.
Uh-oh. I am Jeremy Hochhalter. I'm not frozen. Everything's on fire here where I live.
That is true.
But I play Trogheim, who is a Rogadine-shaped ice cube right now. We'll see how that goes. Super excited to be on here doing Chaz's Final Fantasy XIV inspired stuff, getting to play somebody who wields a gun sword because yeah. You can catch me on Wednesdays. This is Wednesday. Fridays with John and Chaz playing a Scarred Lands 5e actual play called The Curiosity Cache here on WH Publications. Earlier in the day I do The Lore You Know, where I'm talking about D&D lore. Yeah. It's more exciting than that sounded. Or it's not. I don't know. You can find me on Twitter at WHPubs or on Facebook at WHPublications.
Ooh.
Jazz hands.
Next up, let's just go counterclockwise in what I'm looking at. John.
Well, hello, my name is John, and I play Uozonkan, He Who Shall Destroy Stars. It has been foreseen. Stop
That it
fighting the inevitable. I am I'm a nerd. I play games and Dungeons and Dragons since before it was cool. You young kids.
That's right. You young whippersnappers.
I don't know. I mean, do they still do swirlies these years? I don't know. Like, is that a thing? Does Gen Z do swirlies anymore?
You can't do swirlies. You just like make fun of them on Snapchat.
Oh, I see. Is that the new one?
That's the new swirly.
Ah, man, it's TikTok. It's probably TikTok now.
TikTok. Yeah, Snapchat's old.
Let's get real. Yeah.
That's so
But speaking
2019. You know,
Speaking of
the
applications-
before times.
Oh yeah, the time.
Oh, we don't speak at the before times. That's when we all sang that weird like be dong sound. Whenever the internet came on, it was like the amazing magical chant that we all had to do, the magical song that brought life to the interwebs.
It
Yeah.
was kind of like a really creepy Cthulhu.
Opening the door to unknown possibilities.
It's got to be like, in Shadowrun, that's got to be like the actual arcane language they use when they're casting spells. Is the internet tone. But yeah. Anyway, speaking of applications, you can follow me in my whiskey adventures here in Ireland at Distillatosaurus Rex on Instagram. Show pictures of whiskey and stuff. Yay!
Let's keep on going and move to Adela.
Hello, my name is Adela, and I play Astrid, the very sweet, scholarly bunny that is really happy to just be a part of a group. Loves everybody. Very happy to be playing D&D with these nice fellows. And let's see, big nerd. Out here in Colorado where Chaz and Jeremy are, and yes, it is on fire currently, so we're just finding ways to stay entertained inside. So, yeah, that's it.
And Chaz.
I am Chaz. I am the DM, the GM, the EM. I don't know what EM means, but I'm sure we'll come up with something soon. I'm a PhD student who studies like video games and music and storytelling. And one of the video games I do love is Final Fantasy 14. I have been playing it like on and off for I don't know how many years, but super fun. And so when this PDF came out, I was super thrilled to like go through like all the classes. So yeah, thank you for joining us. Please join us again next week where we see if Trondheim unfreezes and what happened to Peter.
Yay. Yeah. So I think officially you're the CBM, the creme brulee master.
I would love to be the creme brulee master. By the way, if you see creme brulee in this game, that is essentially like the thing that's going to make you level up to level 20 instantly.
No, I know what is even more powerful than that.
Teal creme brulee?
A teal creme brulee, yeah.
Teal creme brulee.
Yeah.
I'm still working on my teal creme brulee recipe, but I'm getting there.
You make it happen. Make it happen, and make it happen on this show.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
Excellent. Bye for
All
now.
right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.